What is going on, guys? So today is Saturday, so happy Saturday. And on that note, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. In the past, I have always put up a crawling video on Saturdays, but today I'm going to do a build. Heck yeah. The first part of it, everybody, I'm assuming, knows on how to build a chassis, axles and servos and links and all that. Length of the links is pretty much up to your own appeal. I like running stock links, like stock deadbolt links, stock C10 links, whatever. C10 links are the same as Jeep links, and deadbolt links are the same as Betty links. And C10 and Jeep are also the same as the Bronco for Scx24s. But anyway, I am going to be building this guy. I've already started modding the body a little bit. I stuck the bumper on there, stickers. I got a scale spare tire with somewhat of a matching rim. 9 times out of 10, if you're a guy like I am and you trail with your daily driver, which means you can't afford a toy of that scale, a lot of times your spare tire is not going to match the tires that you're actually running on your rig. So that is why this is slightly different. Yes, it is the same size tire, but the rim is different. The tread is different on the tires. The rim is different, but it will at least get you home or to a repair shop if needed. So yeah, I actually did a little painting while coloring with a Sharpie on the topper. I colored the window seal on there, and I actually went and installed a C10 roll bar in here, which is really sweet. So yeah, I got a couple more decals that I'm planning on putting on this thing. But for the most part of doing this video, I have come to the conclusion that building a truck during my live streams is kind of robbing me of content. Grant you, I'm still not putting videos up like I used to. I just have some time right now, so I felt like I want to do this video. And a lot of people have been asking me how I mount these diecast bodies, and it's so simple, especially with these Broncos from MotorMax Diecast. It's a diecast model company. You can find them all over eBay, all over Amazon, and I will leave links to certain ones that will send you to a link to all the other ones. Jada Toys is another good one. I got a Jada Toys coming today, in fact. So yeah, that's going to be a future build coming up. I'll give you a hint. It is a K10. Yes, it is a licensed model from Jada Toys, and it is licensed as a K10. So yes, it is a K10. But anyway, enough bibble babble. Let's get to it. Like I said, the first part of it is going to be kind of sped up a little bit as a time lapse, because it's building the chassis, axles, and stuff like that, which a lot of people know. And if you have to, I'll try to get really good down in and show you what I'm putting together, where stuff goes and stuff. So yeah, and if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up and I will address them. So with that said, here we go. All right, guys. So I did a little bit of work off camera because it was a little bit of um, fabricating work. So what I ended up doing is I took the entire interior out of this thing, and it has this little tab that actually you can see where I broke it off. So this thing was attached to the back of this, which held the interior in here all together. And then the dashboard is screwed in right here. You'll see two little tabs that goes in like that. And I took all that out because the way the ESC is going to work out, I'm not going to be able to run a dashboard. So yeah. So I took all that out. And in the rear bumper, I cut off on the toy thing. I cut off the back out of it to help hold the bumper on. So, and then now comes some more fabricating because I'm actually going to use, it's the same as a V1 receiver from Axial, but this one is actually a Panda Hobby. This will actually bind with the V1 remote from Axial. I've done it in the past. They still do it. Even the brand new ones that they come out with will still bind with a V1 transmitter from Axial. So that is why I'm going to do it. I'm running this because I am going to be putting this bad boy in there. Hell yeah, guys. And the way this is mounted up, this part of the transmission fits right underneath the ESC tray, that little plate that's on the front of it. And then the motor is in the exact same position as a stock motor. It is really cool. And the cool thing about this is most of the time I'm going to probably run it with the capper on. But I think going forward, I might make some kind of a tonneau cover right here because that is where my lizard is going to be mounted. I'm going to stick it. Actually, it might actually look pretty good what the way it is. Actually, I've been doing some work, some designing work on this in SolidWorks. It's a 3D printing, it's a splicing program because I got to fix this for a buddy of mine, but he ain't going to be using this. So I might be able to freaking stick that down in there. Or there's always, nope, that won't work. That's too big. I was thinking the Fury Tech box would work. But anyway, I don't want this to be a long video. I am going to throw this in the truck, and then I will come back when the entire chassis is done, and we'll do the rest of the video like this to kind of tie everything up. So here we go. All right, guys, now it comes to mounting the body, which is the greatest part of the whole build. Just got to double check some things, and I think I am going to run into an issue. Yes. So this back bumper thing is going to be an issue. So I am going to trim out a little bit more of this area to make room for the frame rails to go in and out. So I will be right back. All right, guys, I had to pause the recording a little bit and figure some stuff out, and I had to go tend to the kids a little bit. So I did a little bit more work off camera. I got the motor installed, which I think I showed you. I got my servo in there, and I did some more figuring on where this is going to go. I got my magnets all set up. I'm going to use magnets in the front with a stock JLU mount. The best thing to do with these diecast bodies, obviously this is the first time I'm going to use them. I got this chassis donated to me from Jim, so he lopped off the front of it. Normally on a stock or the stock chassis rails, I don't do anything on the chassis for a front body mount because the chassis rails, you squeeze the chassis rails together and they lock underneath these tabs for the bumper. That's the way I did my black and green one. That's the way I did my orange one. And that's the way I did my blue F-150 diecast truck. And it works awesome. You can literally take the truck up and just shake the crap out of it and it won't freaking come out at all. It's works so sweet. But anyway, guys, so moving forward, I am going to snag that in there and I'm going to install it in the lowest position possible. So that way we can get that body to sit as low as possible because it's already heavy enough. We don't need it sticking way up in the air. So let's see if these holes will line up, and it looks like they did. So we'll slide that through there like that. And we'll take this one, do the same thing. So hopefully you guys are going to have a good New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve, by the way. Stay tuned tonight for a few live streams coming from my way. Tony might do a live stream. Jeff has got a new YouTube channel. I'll leave that in the description as well. So yeah, man, it's going to be a freaking blast over there tonight. Cannot wait. Take our two-sided tape off here. Using my favorite tape for copyright claim issues. We're going to say it's monkey tape, but you all know what kind of tape it is. So, and now we'll take our magnets and we'll plop them on there like that. I just bought a whole new set of magnets. I think these are the same magnets that Tinker Time uses. There's so many out there, but I got a pack of like, I don't know, 50, I want to say. 40. So 40 magnets in a bag for like less than 10 bucks, I believe. Super cool, super cool. And I recommend keeping the bag they come in because it's like magnet like proof, like nothing barely sticks to it. So, but I'll take this, cinch that down on there, like so. And now we get the fun task of trying to get the tape off of these stupid little ass magnets. There's one. And there's two. Oh, I actually should have waited to do this. I gotta mount the back on here too. Shit. Alright. I'm going to do this off camera. But what I did to mount this to still get a hinge, I took a stock battery tray and I hacked it up to the point where all you are left with is this. So take note on what that looks like. See that? See how that's where the battery strap used to go? And then I left the front legs on there, cut everything else in front of it off, because that is going to stick down here. And you don't have to cut it as small as this. You can literally lop these ears off on either side, lop off these big legs, and stick the whole thing in there if you can get it to fit. Might have to trim a little bit up is what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, obviously you want this to be as far back on the chassis as possible, because this is going to mount in the very last two holes on the chassis, right where the stock hinge mounts at, way in the back here. This last hole is where it's going to line up to. So, but anyway, I'm going to do that off camera and be right back. Okay guys, so now I got this hinge mounted back here, and now I got this 1/8 inch by like 1/4 inch piece of balsa wood. And with this battery tray, it fits perfectly underneath there to support the front half of it. So when you press down with your sticky tape to stick the body where you want it, spot on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put some 2-sided tape here, and then I'm going to center this up and get it located, and then we shall do the front magnets. So be right back. All right guys, so the balsa wood was a little bit too thick. Took the sticky side off, got the hinge all ready to go. So now all we do is center this guy up on the chassis. Drop it right down on there. Boom. Hell yeah, guys. Now the hinge should come up, and you just give it a good push. Just like that. Boom. And now we shall move on to the front. So we are going to take our strut tower, body mount tower from the JLU, lift the body up, stick that right down in there, and then do the same thing. Center this guy up, push it right down on there, which is really hard to do. And then now, to release the magnets, it's always better to slide it sideways and pull up. But there we have it. Got our magnets up in there. These magnets, I actually don't know how strong they are. I should have just tried picking it. Oh, they're pretty strong. They're pretty strong. And now we can just slide that back down in there. We'll get our motor wire back up. Just like that. Okay guys, so there we have it. All freaking set. Oh, I forgot to put screws in it again. Alright, so let me zip these screws in here, and then we'll give it the old lift strength test on the magnets. I have a feeling they're going to be pretty good. They're snapping up in there, pulling this thing out pretty good. But we shall see. Zip that in there. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, look at that. Freaking awesome, guys. Isn't that freaking sexy? That is so cool. So now all we got to do is put in the lizard here. Oh, I gotta do some other modifying later. I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after this video, because this video is getting to be pretty freaking long. So I'm gonna do that off camera after Let's get this out of here. So one thing that I noticed with this transmission that Mofo put on, it's one of his first releases, I believe. And it's all metal gears, and it's the kind with that idle gear on it. So they can be kind of loud, I guess. Well, it is kind of loud. Oh, I got a jumper here because I need a jumper to get from there to there. Oh, I just realized something, guys. That is not going to work because pulling this thing up and at 'em all the time is going to prove to be quite problematic. So I am going to stick it right here. And thankfully this ESC, the Lizard, has a pretty long battery cable. So it shouldn't be an issue. But we shall stick it right there instead. And now I don't have to even run a freaking battery cable or an extension cable, because that is going to get stuck right there. This is going to plug into the big motor plug on the side, just like that. And this is awesome because this gives me so much more room to play with, because the battery, guys, is going to come right through here, and it is going to set right down in there, just like that. Ta-da! And then you go and put your capper back on it, and voila, guys, check that shit out. So freaking cool. I love it. We got the battery plugged in, so now let's go ahead and turn it on, which I can open the door to do, which is absolutely... Oh, and there we go, guys. Turn the remote on. Bam. Look at that. See what I mean about it being loud? But it's a freaking nano beast, so it's gonna have some... I haven't even programmed the Lizard yet. I literally took it out of the freaking... But that's pretty freaking slick. 1,000 times better than stock. That is awesome. Totally freaking cool. Oh, I forgot to put a screw in the servo horn. But other than tying up some wires, guys, this thing is done. Hell yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, if you have any questions at all, please hit me up in the comments. I will be glad to touch on any questions. Yeah, this thing turned out amazing. So freaking cool. It's got pretty decent flex for being a hard body. The red just freaking pops. So stinking sweet. I love it. On another note, don't forget to go to my community page and hit up my Venmo link to buy yourself some raffle tickets to be entered in a raffle for this truck right here. This truck right here is the raffle truck. The raffle is being done because one of my friends and one of your guys' friends had a pretty good significant strike of bad luck. He got 6 of his trucks stolen, and this is gonna help him out get back started. So, but anyway, guys, Venmo link on the community tab on my channel. I totally appreciate every one of you guys. You guys are amazing. This community we're in is just too cool. So again, stay tuned for live stream later tonight from Reaction, because it's gonna be Happy New Year's. It's gonna be so freaking cool. And we will see you then, guys. Take it easy.